We are back, YouTube. For anyone who's returning, thank you, and for everyone who's new, welcome. I'm Mitch, and this is Retro Rummage. Aiming the game on my channel is buying games, DVDs, Blu-rays, any electrical items I can get my hands on at a boot sale, a charity shop, or even Facebook Marketplace for a cheap price. So I'm getting traded in at CEX for a high price, so I'm able to build my own gaming collection. And that's exactly what we're doing today. Another Facebook Marketplace pickup video. Starting off with a real good one, to be honest. Well, not in terms of the value that I'm getting back, but how I went about getting it was a bit of a win. Well, I thought it was anyway. You can let me know otherwise. But yeah, basically there was an ad for a mixture of games, £1.50 each. Had a quick look through them. Nothing was jumping out at me too much in terms of face value, apart from Nintendogs. This is always a game to look out for. £5 chop-in, so £1.50 into £5. I'm more than happy with that. But what caught my eye to start with actually was Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. Now the game in itself, that's not worth too much money. I think that's maybe like £1.60 chop-in, but they had two amiibos with them. Now I have searched their names. I think this one's called Captain something. Forget the name of this one. But both of those they chop in for, I think one's £6 and one's £4, but together £10. And then obviously £1.60 for the game as well. So £11.60, sorry, £1.50 into £11.60, which is brilliant. So amiibos, these are definitely something to keep an eye out for. You know, there's a lot of people that don't think they're worth much, but they are. They've got good trading value. There's some of them that are worth silly money, so definitely keep an eye out for them. But what I liked about this pickup is the fact that when I was there, it was a mother and her son. The son was selling the games to fund. He wanted to buy another. I think he wanted to buy an arcade top. You know, the arcade machine that you can put on a table. So he was selling all of his old stuff, and I said to them, "Have you got anything else for sale?" Then I collect everything, and she said, "Yeah, he's got loads of games." So yeah, they brought down this little trunk, and I was going through it. Unfortunately, it was excuse me. Unfortunately, it was just a lot of fodder. There wasn't too much in there in terms of trading value, from what I could tell anyway. Apart from, well, this is the first game that I grabbed, which is Sonic All-Star Racing Transformed. That trades in for £6. And then there was a copy of this. Now, I thought this would be worth more, but it's a Lego 3DS Chimer Larval's Journey. And I said, you know, are you doing all these for £1.50 each? She said, yeah. So I took a punt on both of those. And yeah, unfortunately, that one only chops in for £1.40, I think, or £1.20, but still £3 into, you know, £7.50, £7.20, something like that. So not the end of the world. And obviously, the money that I'm making on those two there makes up for that as well. And then after that, well, after I went through all of them, her son come down and said, "Do you want to buy this, but I haven't got a charger for it?" And it was a PSP. Now it does power on. If I can, there you go. Don't know if you can see there. Oh, I tested out a Yu-Gi-Oh game with it. But first of all, I said, "Do you have any games to go with it?" And he brought these 3 games out. So first of all, got Rocky Balboa. I think all of these are complete actually. I think that only chops in for £2. Pirates, Sid Meier's Pirates. Again, I think that maybe chops in for £1.60, £1.80. But then we've got Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, Tag Force 2. Now, CEX sell this for £25. They chop in values £10. Now, I did have a look on eBay to see what solds were like, and they were selling from anything from £15 to about £20, but maybe 2 or 3 had sold in the last, you know, 2.5 months. So I'm in two minds about whether or not I'm gonna try and sell that on eBay, or if I'll trade it in. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying. So yeah, he said I've got a PSP for sale. So I said, well, how much are you after on it? Well, and they said, well, we're thinking of putting it up for £25. Um, so I went back to, so I said to them, oh, I think I've got some money in my car. Let me go and have a look. So I went back to my car, had a look at how much these games chop in for, and I was obviously happy with the um, Yu-Gi-Oh! And the others as well. And I know that you can get for a discounted one about £43. So I'm thinking, £25. I'm into maybe 55, close to £60, I think. Depending, I probably will get discounted for this because it has got some scratches on the ring there. But I thought, I'll take a punt on it because I may even sell that game on eBay and make a little bit more money. So, I went back to my car. I knew I had £20 in notes, and I was raiding, like, you have like the little money bit in your car, and I think I only had £22. So I went back to him and I said, like, I would buy it, but I've only got £22. Um, and she said, "Oh, go on then." So yeah, I got it. I got it for £22. Now it doesn't have a charger, but thankfully, my friend John from Instagram has kindly donated one to me. So I really appreciate that, John. Thank you very much. So yeah, I can get that hopefully traded in for £43. I did, I did contemplate whether or not keeping it and maybe starting a PSP collection of my own, but I was having a look through the PSP titles, and there's nothing really on there where I think I would rather play that on a handheld console. I'd prefer to play it in my games room on a PlayStation 2, for example. So, let me know in the comments. I know there are a few people that collect for PSP. Is there PSP exclusive games? Is there anything worthwhile having a place? I mean, apart from the fact that you can take it around with you and you can play games on the move, I get that. But I don't really do that, to be honest. If I'm playing games, it's in this room. So is there anything worthwhile playing on the PSP? I, I'm not the most clued up person when it comes to that console. So please do let me know. But yeah, all in all, £28 spent, and I'm hoping to get at least maybe £75 to £80 back for it. But we'll get it down to CEX, get it traded in, and I will catch up with you all in a minute. And we're back. Another day, another Facebook Marketplace pickup. Now, something just a little bit more different today. This isn't something that I've done in the past, and it may not be something I'll do in the future. We'll see how this goes. But basically, what happened is a subscriber reached out to me on Instagram. He said that he's starting his own YouTube channel, wanted some advice on how to grow it, what to do, and stuff like that. Obviously, I gave him as much advice as I can. I'm no expert. There's much better people out there on YouTube than myself. But basically, as we was talking, I said to him, release a couple of videos on your channel. Obviously, if I like what I see, and I think others will, I'll give you a shout out, because I specifically remember when I started my YouTube channel, Chris from Boot Sale Bin Picking, I think he gave me a shout out when I had maybe 30 subscribers, and I think at the time he had maybe 4, 5, 600, something like that. And yeah, I think my subscribers went from maybe 30 to maybe 80 in a day, and it really meant the world to me. So obviously I always try and pass that on where I can, but obviously at the same time I only want to be giving people shout outs, if they've got a good channel at the end of the day, if they deserve it, which a lot of people do. But obviously, I won't just be shouting out anyone for the sake of it. I want to be shouting out because obviously at the same time I want to let you guys know about good channels to watch. So anyway, that's what I said to him. Now, he released his first video that day. And like I said, I said to him, release a couple of videos and I'll give you a shout out. But after speaking with him and watching his first video, I'm going to give him a shout out now because, first of all, his video was really, really good. The editing on it was brilliant. His presentation skills is much better than mine. If anything, go and subscribe to his channel and get your I was here before 10,000 subscribers badge, because honestly, for his first video, it was really, really professional, and plus he's very knowledgeable. This is where I got the information to do this from. So yeah, shout out to him. His channel's called One Turn Gaming. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. Please go and check him out. Subscribe if you like what you see, and let him know that it was myself who sent you over. But yeah, I'd really appreciate that if you would. But basically, what he said in his first video, and go and check it out because he gives it a much better description than what I would, is he primarily built his gaming collection through buying PlayStation 4 bundles. Now, normally for myself, as you know, I like to triple my money. So when I'm on Facebook Marketplace and I see when I'm on Facebook Marketplace and I see a bundle for 150, 180 pound, I know I'm not going to be tripling my money on that. So I don't even look at them. I just ignore them. But what he said to do, and this is the trick, and there'll probably be some of you, there'll probably be a lot of you watching this video thinking, yeah, shut up, Mitch, you're an idiot. We've been doing this for years. Like I say, and it's new to me. It's not something I probably would have figured out on my own, but hey ho, we're here. But there'll also be some of you probably watching thinking, no, don't tell them. Don't want people knowing the secret. But basically, what you do is you look out for PlayStation 4 bundles, primarily with 2 controllers or lots of games with them. Then what you do is you trade in the games, and if there is an extra controller, to CEX for the credit, and then you sell the PlayStation 4 on eBay to get back some of that cash that you paid for the bundle. So in this instance, I paid £120 for a PlayStation 4 White, 500 gigabyte, with I think 10 or 11 games. We'll go through them in a minute, but only 1 controller on this one. Now the guy had it up for £140. I said, would you take 120 if I collect it today? He messaged me back, yes. Or actually, I think I said, I'll give you £120 and I'll collect it tomorrow after work. So I finish work at like 11 on a Friday. But he said, no, I'm out tomorrow. Can you collect it tonight? And I said, okay, I'll go and collect it. But yeah, basically, I paid £120, like I was saying, for the console and the games. Now, I'll go through the games, but all of these trade in for £75. So first game we've got, and if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen this already. Links to that is also in the description. Please go and follow me there. And also, if you ever want to buy any of the stuff that I've bought off of Facebook Marketplace, I'm always happy to sell it to you. I'll do it for, cheaper than what CEX sell it for, but more than what I would get a voucher for it. So we're both winning. And yeah, anyway, follow me on Instagram. But yeah, first game, Gran Turismo Sport. I've checked all the discs. They're all in good condition. I think that one chops in for maybe £5 or £6. Uncharted 4 there as well. I think that chops in for maybe £3 or £4. Borderlands 3. I think that chops in for £3. Call of Duty World War 2 chops in for £2, I think. Now this is a good one. Dirt Rally 2.0. That chops in for £12, I think. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That chops in for £8. Grand Theft Auto. This is the premium edition, but I don't think it makes any difference on the chopping value. But yeah, £8 for that. Division 2. I think that chops in for £3. Then we've got Assassin's Creed Origins. I can't remember. I think that chops in for £6. I can't remember. I think this is another good one actually. Need for Speed Payback, getting complete. I think that chops in for £12. And then God of War, getting complete, and that chops in for £13. So like I'm saying, £75 CEX credit voucher I'm hoping to get for all of those. And then what I would like to do is ideally maybe get 110, even £120 back for the console on its own on eBay. Now, the way I'm looking at it is as long as I get £95 back after fees on eBay for that, then the difference, which is the £25, I'm tripling my money on that, and that's where I want to be. So yes, obviously if I get any more than £95, I'm more than tripling my money. If you wanted to do this yourself and you had more time or you was more patient and you was happy to hold out, you could probably get the 120 for the console, or maybe even 110. So it all depends on how much money you've got and how much patience you've got, and you're willing to let the money sit there. And obviously myself, I just want to get it turned around quickly onto the next voucher. As you know, I don't want to be hanging about. I don't want stock building up, as it were. So yeah, shout out to him. I don't think I actually got his name, but it's One Turn Gaming. Please go and check him out. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to sell this on eBay quickly, and I'll be able to put it at the end of the film when obviously I've traded all of this in as well. But if not, I'll let you know then. But yeah, I'll catch up with you a bit and we'll see how it goes. So right, all done. Well, to a certain point, all done. This one was a little bit gobbledygook, which I'll go over in a minute. As you can see, there are some things that I haven't traded in or sold on yet, and I'll get onto that. But overall, it, in my opinion, and you can let me know afterwards, it was a really good experience. Now, basically, I'll start with, obviously, the first pickup was the PlayStation, the PSP, PlayStation Portable. Unfortunately, I couldn't trade this in because, and again, every day is a learning day. This is the first time I've picked one of these up, but you should have a serial number across the bottom there, which unfortunately is not there. Now, I was lucky enough to be donated a official PlayStation, I keep saying PlayStation, PSP charger to go with it by John. So shout out to John, really appreciate that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to sell that. I'm actually going on to the swap shop with Lee, the Retro Chef, and a few other tubers at the end of this month. So I'm thinking I might keep it till then. And obviously, if no one takes it from that, then I'll get it on eBay. But I think my money's safe. I think what was I paid like £23 for it. I'm sure I'll get that back plus a little bit more. And then I also decided not to trade in the PSP games because, again, I'm going to keep them for the swap shop at the end of the month. At the end of the day, I would rather sell games to people that they're going to keep in their collection, than trade them in at CEX and them earn a profit out of it. So I'll keep them for now, but obviously there's still money to be earned there. But and then lastly, I couldn't trade in Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival because it's an Australian game. That general down there, I'd never seen that before. But yeah, it's an Australian one. I'm assuming the Wii's are maybe cross-platform or cross-region, shall I say? But again, I'll either save that for the swap shop or I'll just take it to the boot sale. The boot sale pile's getting bigger and bigger there. But I did trade in the rest of it. I also sold the copy of Uncharted 4, Grand Theft Auto, one of the Need for Speeds, and also Borderlands to my friend for £25 cash rather than trading them into CEX for £25 voucher. So obviously that doesn't show on there, but the way I'm looking at it, and then sorry as well, I also sold the PlayStation 4. Now it went for £110 plus postage. So after fees, I got £105. I put it on screen. Obviously minus postage for that, which was about £10. So I got £95 cash back from the initial £120. And then the way I'm looking at it, obviously I sold those other games to my friend for £25. So that's my £120 back there. So everything that I traded in else was just free vouchers, in my opinion. So yeah, this has definitely changed my outlook on, what I'm trying to do to get vouchers, because all the time it's just a case of, oh yeah, I want to trip on my money, but there's other ways that you can do it and basically get free voucher, or free money, free vouchers, however you want to look at it. So yeah, I mean, I can show you this, which I traded in a few other bits as well, actually, sorry, but most of it is on there. And I got £75.70. I don't mind if you can see the voucher code at the bottom because I've used the voucher already. But yeah, £75.70 I got for that. Plus, I traded in a couple of other games at Basio in Southend. It's not an independent CEX because there are a couple of branches, but I think there's maybe 3 across the UK. I think there's like one in Southend, one in Stratford, and I think one in the Midlands somewhere. So I think I traded in Sonic Generations. There was a Call of Duty game and one other. And I bought Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. As you can see, it's £20 there. Nice and complete. The case, unfortunately, is a little bit off the hinge there, but this is a 28, or I'll put it on the screen now. I'm pretty sure it's 28 or £32 game in CX. So obviously to get it for £20 for trading in as well, that's really, really good in my opinion. So basically, my initial outlay for all of those, obviously both pickups, was £148. And obviously, I've already got £120 of that back. I've also got a £20 game, and then I've still got a PlayStation Portable, and obviously a couple of PSP games there to sell as well. And I also got a £75 voucher. So, you know, all of that combined for, you know, at the moment, what is only £28 spent is incredible in my opinion. So once again, I can't say it again, but shout out to One Turn Gaming. He's completely changed my outlook on what I'm going to do. I'm looking at other bundles. I've potentially got another one to pick up that I'm going to do in the future. That is quite a big bundle, so maybe I'll do that just in one video rather than spread across, you know, a couple of segments like we've done with this one. So yeah, really, really happy. If one of these games or the PSP you're looking to pick up, watch Retro Chef's Swap Shop. I believe it's the last Sunday of January, which I think is maybe the 28th or 29th of January. I have put a link to it on my Instagram and also in the community tab, I believe, on YouTube. So please come and check it out. And obviously, if you're after that, I'll be more than happy to sell it to you for a reasonable price. So yeah, like I was saying, hope you enjoyed the video. Please go and check out One Turn Gaming. And yeah, catch you all in the next one.